Today we discuss about getting out of debt, and it starts right now.
So if you have a ton of debt, like credit cards, car loans, student loans, and cannot fathom how you will pay off all of that debt, we really think that you're going to like this video. If you're already paying off debt, we hope that this will just give you that little burst of motivation to keep going, because it's really gonna be worth it.
Isn't it annoying when you find yourself in a cycle where money comes into your lives through your paycheck, then all the money goes back out of your lives when you have a lot of debt to pay off?
Doesn't it make you feel angry when you see your hard-earned money simply go away each and every month? Money in, money out. Money in, money out. To this credit card company, and this credit card company, and this car loan company, and this student loan company. It's such a frustrating cycle to be stuck in.
Does paying your bills each month feel like you're painstakingly chipping away at a never-ending mountain?
Imagine how amazing you'll feel when you have no more debt. Imagine what you can do with all that money that simply evaporates when you are in debt.
In this video, we're going to go over the best method that really works and keeps you motivated on your journey towards becoming debt-free. But it's not easy.
Because paying off debt isn't about how smart you are. There are lots of brilliant people out there who are struggling with debt. And I'm sure that some of you are too. Brilliant at math, or brilliant at arts. Brilliant at so many things, but still struggling with debt. Now, why is that?
Personal finance is about behavior first and head knowledge second. You have to remember that.
So, if you want to pay off that debt, you have to take a good look in the mirror and say to yourself that from now on, this will be your main priority. And from that day on, you will rain down a godly firestorm upon that debt.
I mean, you go full throttle at it. You go massacre that debt. You don't do just the bare minimum. Push yourself to the limit. Get a second job and a third job. Sell all that you don't need. You're getting out of debt. You are getting out of debt. You stop all investing temporarily and completely focus all your emotional, spiritual, financial, relational energy on that one single goal.
And keep one thing in mind. I'm getting out of debt. I'm getting out of debt.
Say it in the morning when you wake up.
Say it when you're going for a run.
Say it when you're taking a shower.
Say it when you're going to bed.
And the most important thing, and this is for those who are married or are living with someone, you will never get out of debt if you and your loved one are not on the same page. Never.
If you try to pay off that debt and he or she is spending money like there's no tomorrow, you'll never get out of debt. So, take him or her aside and have a long discussion and make him or her understand that from this point on, your sole focus should be paying off that debt.
Not going out, not getting the latest smartphone, not going on that expensive vacation. You're getting out of debt. That is what you have to do.
So, where can you start? I will leave a link in the description below where you can download an Excel. If you don't know how to use Excel, simply take a piece of paper and just list your debts from smallest to largest.
Now, how much can you afford to pay towards paying off your debt? $1,000 each month? Not good enough. Try to find any other money you can squeeze out of your budget. Now you pay minimum payments on everything but the smallest.
To the smallest debt, you throw everything remaining, all but the kitchen sink. And you pay until the smallest debt is gone. Poof! How do you think you'll feel when next month you have one less debt to pay off? Relief? Happy?
You'll feel that there is an end in sight, that you can do it and you can become debt-free. And it will keep you on this path because you don't stop there.
Next month, all that you are paying towards that smallest debt will go towards the second smallest. And you'll pay that off, and you'll cross another debt off that list.
And if you continue on this path, you will see that within a few months or years, depending on how much money you owe, you will become debt-free.
There are two downsides to this method. One downside is that this method is not actually the best from a mathematical point of view, and you may end up paying more than using other methods, like the avalanche method.
The second downside is that using the snowball method will take you longer to pay off debt when comparing it to the avalanche method, and we'll see that in the example later.
However, this method is backed up by data. In a study published in the Journal of Consumer Research, researchers found out that consumers tend to make more progress towards eliminating debt when they focus their payments on one account at a time, as opposed to making equal payments to all of their accounts.
When the researchers tried to figure out why this might be, they found out that debt reduction strategies like the snowball method that focus on concentrating payments to one account with the smallest balance give consumers the largest boost to their sense of progress, and therefore gives them the most motivation to continue.
Money is emotional, and debt is particularly so. To get out of debt, feeling good about yourself, as well as hopeful about your ability to do it, can be significantly more important than utilizing the most logical strategy.
So let's see how this method is applied in a real scenario, and for that we'll open the Excel we talked about earlier. So we are now in the debt reduction calculator spreadsheet, and we find ourselves in the following situation. So today we are on the 9th of November 2021, and we have 2 credit cards that we need to be closed, 2 auto loans and 1 student loan. The rate that we have to pay can be found here, and the interest only, or the minimum amount, is the one that we can see here. We will consider that we pay just a little bit extra, so $110 instead of the $106.25, just because we don't want to pay less than the minimum amount required. So in total we are paying $345 per month. Now let us assume that instead of the $500 per month budget, we afford to pay $1,000 per month. It means that our initial snowball, or the money that we can pay towards closing the first debt, is $655. Now, if we select the snowball method, this table will automatically sort all the debt that we have in increasing order. And it shows us that in 6 months we will be able to fully pay our auto loan, meaning that by May 2022 this loan will be closed. In total, we will be paying for 43 months, meaning that we will be debt-free by June 2025, with a total interest paid of $8,771. But what happens if we select the avalanche method instead? As you can see, we will be debt-free much faster in March 2025, and we will pay a total interest of $6,093, meaning $2,500 less than our snowball method. So why will we choose the snowball method? Simply because in this method it will take us 13 months to close off our first debt, whereas in the snowball method it will take us just 6 months, making we will be motivated to continue paying off our debt and continue this journey towards becoming debt-free.
Once you've paid down your current debts, you probably want to avoid going back to a situation where you feel overwhelmed by the amount of debt that you owe to your creditors.
Now that you're out of debt, you can actually start thinking about saving or investing that money that you are paying your creditors.
It's a much better position to find yourself in. This isn't to say you can't ever take out another loan or use a credit card ever again.
Life is unpredictable, and you may end up needing to take on debt again at some point. The important thing is that you avoid getting caught in a cycle of debt or taking on more debt than you can handle.
Remember, the rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender. It's a much better position to find yourself in. This isn't...
Life is unpredictable, and you may upending needing to take on... And then all of the money goes back out of your lives and
make him or her understand that from this point on,
thus paying your bills each month feel like you're painstakingly.
Imagine what you can do with all that money that simply was... Researchers found out that consumers tend to make more progress towards eliminating debt when they